For the month of August, in the Soul Purpose group that we have, we're going to be focusing on the energetics of money. So, in the Soul Purpose group, we are moving towards focusing more on helping all soul-led entrepreneurs, including artists, coaches, healers, energy workers, practitioners, holistic practitioners, who are feeling called to awaken the world that comes from a different paradigm, point of view, worldview that is different from the mainstream to really help all of us expand so our message and our voice can spread to be able to touch people in the world. And I have come across different dilemma in the online marketing where a lot of the approach is not congruent with the unfoldment of the soul, just like the traditional school system wasn't, which I resisted for the longest time. And as a result, I ended up creating a school, which is Satori Mindset Institute, that governs these awareness practices. And Soul Purpose Group is a representation of that. So each month we have a focus, a theme that we are giving energy to be able to expand. Basically, the belief needs to expand to align with the knowing. The self in the mind needs to expand, going beyond all the limits to be able to align with the essence of who we are. So for the month of August, we're going to be focusing on energetics of money. And the reason that I feel very called to talk about this is because it's a fundamental necessity for all of us who are soul-led and entrepreneur who wants to grow to be able to have minimum resistance towards money. So I grew up in South America, developing country, Peru. And I have never been in an environment where, my family always had money. So I wasn't somebody who, a typical sort of example of growing up in a place that you had, little money. That wasn't me, but I was exposed to developing countries. So at the age of 4 or 5 years old, I was watching a lot of the same age kids working, cleaning, not being able to go to school and to earn income to survive each and every day. Now, the relationship with money and how most people are brought up around the idea of money is based on the false belief. So when we begin understanding that we are a spiritual being, and when we understand that everything that exists in the material world is rooted in the spiritual essence, money also becomes a part of and the extension of the spiritual idea. Now, having said that, many people who are called to and leaning into the spiritual awareness and practice love that idea, but I have still found people focusing on the material physical thing. So using this opportunity of focusing on the energetics of money, notice that I'm not saying we're focusing on the money, right? The energetics of money, what causes us to attract that physical representation. Yeah, it's all about consciousness. It's all about feeling. And we're going to be focusing on that for the month of August. And August is already here. And we are going to be hosting an event, 5 days event, starting August 18th, live event at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm going to be coming on live on Zoom. And we will be having a lot of interaction in the school group. But this time around, I decided to do a warm-up challenge a week before, which is I would start on the 11th of August. And each day from Monday to Friday, I'm going to be the warm-up phase of the challenge doesn't have any live component, but I'll be posting different lessons. So let me share with you because I have created the entire comprehensive schedule. So this is the schedule, and the middle column is the main thing. Yeah, this is the main 5-day training from August 18th to Friday. Yeah. Now, before that, this is the challenge part of it. So each day from Monday through Friday, you will see a post and maybe a short video and one question that you can inquire, because I want you to begin diving deeper inside of you to begin examining your belief, begin examining your energy, begin examining the perspective that you're seeing yourself and the world, and different ideas around the universal laws, and also different practices that I have implemented in that conscious manifestation process. I'll be presenting those to be able for you to begin applying. So by the time that the next week, I mean the following week, the 18th, the week of 18 comes, you're already in that energy of cultivating more of the expansion, the flow, and the circulation of money. Now, money is an exchange of energy, and it needs to put into circulation. So what that really means is that whenever you have a resistant feeling around money, you're pushing that away from you. Yeah. So the goal of this training, and even this month, I would love for everybody to dive into this is the month that you're going to transform and change your relationship with money. Now, what does that mean to change the relationship with money? It means that from this moment forward, by diving into it, you will be the point of attraction to allow that flow of abundance to come to and through you. You're not going to be looking for another way outside, but you become the product and the magnet for that circulation to flow through. Yeah. Many people are looking for information, and many people are giving too much power to the information. You can start with the information, but the information needs to lead to believing in yourself. The information needs to lead into knowing that you are the power instead of looking for the power outside to help you. Yeah, because all the answer is in the inside, and helping you realize that is the real education. Yeah. Now, let me go one by one. So we want to understand the idea that we're spiritual being. That's where we're going to be beginning. And then we're going to talk about lack versus abundance, right? You want to stay in the state of having instead of wanting. Yeah. On Wednesday, I'm going to be introducing this local law of increase. That life itself is a expression of energy of God moving to and through us. And the natural expression is to continue to increase and expand. Yeah. I'm going to be introducing on Thursday a concept called thinking from instead of thinking about or thinking of. When you understand that you're a spiritual being, you're not trying to get anywhere, but you are already there. The desire, fulfillment that you are here to experience, and how to think and move from that place. Yeah. And then I cannot stress enough the importance of decision. Every place that we're in is a result of the decision. Every circumstance that you're currently surrounded by is a result of the decision that you made, because that is the dictator of the frequency that you're operating from. Now, that's the warm up. Now, and then August 18th, starting Monday, I'm going to have 5 different topics. I'm very excited about it. Just to give you a little anticipation, I want to share with you why I came up with this topic. Yeah. Now, lighting the shadow means that most of us, if not all of us, are supposed to go through some emotional, physical, psychological pain throughout our life. So the relationship that with money that many people have, the resistance, that lack of it, is a part of it. And how to relate to that, embracing that that's part of the shadow, that's part of the wound, that's part of the darkness that we're supposed to go through in order to wake up into the light, to remember who we are, is the path that we're walking. But we must recognize in this moment to embrace that instead of letting that to drive us, or to begin continuing to feel that a vicious cycle of not going anywhere because the mind hasn't shifted out of the story of the one. Yeah, we're gonna go deeper into that, right? So to look at the entire stories that you have lived and how to embrace that is the key. That's where we're gonna begin on a day one. Now, day two is permission to receive. Many people are afraid of receiving success. Many people are wanting to succeed, wanting to expand, wanting to have a joyful life, wanting to have a pain-free life, wanting to have a freedom, but subconsciously, most people have not given a permission to receive what they truly want because they are coming from that story of the mind. The story of the mind feels out of place to experience that expansion because it has been so accustomed to be in that contracted state. So we're going to dive into that permission to receive and what we need to do to begin shifting and unraveling. Day 3 is so good. Abundant mind. We're living in this abundant universe, and we are having this infinite supply from the universe consciousness. The only thing that's in the way is our own mind. So training the mind like training the dog, because the mind has been trained to focus on the lack. The mind has been trained to feel not worthy to receive. So we want to begin re-educating the mind. But here's the key. One thing that I want to mention, we're not going to be re-educating the mind from the mind, but I'm going to show you what we need to do to be able to re-educate the mind from the perspective of the soul. There's a huge difference in the way that you can address by choosing where you address from. Yeah. Now, day 4 is this is my perfect thing, my favorite thing to talk about. The art of self-definition is that every moment that you're thinking about something, every act that we make is defining who we are being in this world, right? So you can watch different YouTube videos, read different books to learn about the information. But if you're not executing in every single moment the action and the thought process where they're coming from, you will continue to repeat the same identity over and over. And understanding and to be able to shift this is a must to invite the circulation of money. Now, the last thing that we're going to be finishing on the 5 days training is collapsing time. Do you want that flow of the money to be 5 years later, 10 years later? Probably no. Do you want a year later? No, probably you want it now, right? So what is the secret ingredient to collapse time? Because everything is a belief, right? If you feel like, okay, let's say attracting this amount of money based on my past experience will take this long. Okay, how that belief is serving you, right? And what if anything that you believe becomes true in your life? How do we collapse time? Yeah. How, in order to collapse time, we need to understand how things occur. Yeah. What are the things that happening, all the things that's happening in your life, how those things are happening, the understanding of that enable us to work on practicing collapsing time. So that you don't need to wait 6 months, 12 months. You don't even need to wait 3 months. You can begin working on now to begin unfolding in the very next moment. Now, once you finish this 5 days event, which is going to be a spiritual party, we're going to be having fun and joining to do like a ritual, like a festival to really getting into the energy. And then this is my recommendation, everybody. If you're joining, I would love for you to join. But if you're joining, I actually want you to go all in. Means that you will be attending the live session, changing your other schedule that you might have on your calendar, and then attend with the camera on. Because I'm saying this for you. I cannot stress enough how much people who are attending the calls or these events, when they are fully engaged, they get the result. And then there's going to be a lot of activity before and after in the school group. I want you to go all in to begin engaging and begin giving your energy and expressing yourself. That's part of the law of circulation, reciprocity. And if you follow every step of the way that I'm suggesting, inviting, instructing people to do and show up, something is going to happen in your life because you're circulating energy, you're expanding your awareness, you're entering into the abundant field that might be different from the field and the frequency that you might have been operating from. So this is not a, getting the knowledge and learn and understand and implement later kind of training. You're going to be learning from all 360 degrees angle, and you're going to be implementing as we move along together so that you are actually self-defining a different version of you to begin inviting a new level of circulation of money. If you want that, I want you to actually commit to set the time aside to engage in the group, participate in the live session, as much as you're able to. There's going to be a recording that I'll be giving access until the end of the month. But then live session, you will have something different. Yeah. And to arrive 5-10 minutes early, have a piece of paper and dive all in. Whenever I decide to do something, I enter with that intention because I am responsible for my energy. Yeah. Many people join the event to hoping that the event is going to give to you something. Yeah. There's that, right? Inspiration. But when I join an event, I'm very aware that my intention and the way I enter the event is going to dictate my result and my experience. Yeah. So I'm fully open and I go all in, preparing, engaging, and expressing myself. So I hope that message come across in a positive and expansive way. And I hope you choose to do so. Yeah. Now, after the event, we're gonna have 2 open houses. Yeah. So energetics of money is for you to really understand the dynamic and for you to begin experiencing that. Now we have a program called Soulpreneur Identity. And this is a program that help people understand the energetics, understand identity, believe, and understand how to begin forming your voice, how to begin forming your process to build a business and the system so you can begin creating a seamless sequence in your business flow to expand and to draw your monetary exchange. Yeah. So the world is changing rapidly, everybody. There are, young entrepreneurs who are earning multiple 6 figures, even 7 figures. The Soulpreneur Identity Program, consists of 2 phases, phase 1, phase 2. If you go through the entire phase 1, phase 2 all together program, the intention and the idea is to take you to earn $15,000, $20,000 per month and beyond. Yeah. So this Soulpreneur open houses that is scheduled on Tuesday at 4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time and Thursday 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time is for you to join to see everything and to learn everything about the inside of the Soulpreneur container and the program for you to contemplate to join or not. Yeah. And I would love for you to say yes because we have something very special. But it is a place for you to see if it's resonate with you, whether you want it or not, right? Because if it doesn't resonate with you, which I'm not expecting everybody, 100% of the people to resonate with what we do, yeah. But if it doesn't resonate with you, I don't want you to join, but to see if it's resonate with you. And if it resonate with you, I want you to come all in with the yes, and it will take care of helping you to get to that identity so your business flourishes and the way that you are expressing the world becomes congruent all the way from your spiritual practice into how to express yourself in the world, into how you help and serve your clients, and all the way, because the seamless alignment all the way in every step of the way in the business is something that I felt missing being in different communities in the past. And because I couldn't find one, I created one. And we have a special group and special sequence, and we are expanding and optimizing more and more. And we're looking for anybody, soul-led entrepreneurs, who really feel called to awaken the world to succeed. And this is the space to do so. So this is the entire map in the program of August Energetics of Money. You will see the link to join somewhere below. I'm gonna actually stop the share. So this video is streamlined YouTube. If you're on YouTube and if you haven't joined, you will see the Soul Purpose group link somewhere. You can join. If you're already in the Soul Purpose group and if you haven't registered for the event, register for the event to be able to access the Zoom link. And I'm beyond excited to deliver this. This is the 3rd time that I'll be doing Energetics of Money. That's why it's called 3.0. And I think it's really powerful training that we're going to be doing to change the perception and the embodied perception about yourself. And once you change that, the money will start shifting because everything is an extension of how you see and feel yourself in the world. So I'm looking forward to seeing you in the session.